welcome back to episode 7 of Retrospective Progression. I'm Aredawg, the creator hero, and last time I wasn't able to get the ore count of our southwestern quadrant, so I was going to do that off camera, see if I could find a location that was, not full of caves and such. And I actually do have the results here in these chests over here, and I've arranged them according to quadrant, so we can kind of see the ore distribution depending on which quadrant we're at. So, of course, this is the southeastern, northeastern, and so on and so forth. So in the southeastern quadrant, we were able to get 3 diamonds, 27 iron ore, quite a bit of redstone. This actually is 183 and 124 coal. This actually is a pretty good distribution, but in our little area, we didn't have any gold that showed up, which would be over here. In the northeast corner, we got 4 diamonds, 36 iron ore, 90 redstone, and 110 coal. So, a little less on the coal and on the redstone, but a little bit more on the iron and the diamonds. It doesn't really seem to be that much of a difference, but again, we didn't get any gold on this one. On our northwest corner, we got a fair bit less. No diamonds. We got 19 iron. We got 182 redstone and 189 coal, as well as 1 gold block. So we got at least 1 gold block here. And lastly, this one was done off camera. This one was by far the worst result. Only 3 diamonds, which is kind of equal to the diamonds that we did get. 17 iron ore, which is the lowest. 65 redstone ore, which again is the lowest, and 59 coal. So the worst location is over in that area. It wasn't helpful. So as you can see, we were able to get most of our ores here in the southeastern quadrant, which of course is in the positive X and positive Z coordinates. Now again, this information is coming from the Master Caver and the Minecraft forums, and this is kind of in line with what they and other early Minecrafters were able to determine. What I find interesting though is even though the others had less ore in the size that I was mining, I was still able to get a pretty sizable haul. So in the long run, especially when the ore distribution changes in future updates, I don't think it'll be that much of an issue. That being said, I will be doing most of my mining off camera, and I'll show you what I've gotten so far, and kind of compare it to the first time I've shown what we've got. Episode 3, we started off with 56 diamonds, 76 gold ore, and 7 ingots. And in episode 4, I showed off that we had 177 diamonds, 233 gold ore, and of course we still had those 7 gold ingots. So let's go check and see what we've got now, and I know what you want, and I can help. Find me. BTC? Who? BTC? What? Man, there are weird things that are going on this server. Or, not really server, the single player. Like, whatever. Anyway, so here we go. I still got my 7 gold ingots here. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 full stacks of gold ore that we need to smelt. And we've got 19 extra, which, let me do some quick math calculations, mean that we have 410 total gold ingots once we smelt it all down into golden ingots. Now, of course, that means we have 403 ore and 7 ingots. Likewise, we have full 4 stacks of diamonds, as well as 41 extra diamonds. So that number, once again, calculators please, comes out to 297 diamonds. So we're well on our way, but again, we need to make sure that we have 2 full stacks of both diamonds and gold. And in order for us to get the 2 full stacks of diamond and gold, well, I need to basically fill all of this out with a full stack. So I'm about I'd say a fourth of the way with my diamonds, and I'd say about a third of the way with the gold. So it's coming along, but you know, I don't know why whoever this BTC they put it right above this one. Oh, and yeah, I was able to get quite a bit of this stuff. I've got a lot of coal, got a lot of iron. Pretty much putting it on iron into the overflow over here. So yeah, did a lot of digging down in the mines. In fact, I'm going to show you what I've done. So one of the things I was able to do, we're up in the upper portion of the mines, kind of up above where the lava level is. So we're at Y level 10, or no, Z. Yeah, no, it's Y level 10. I forget my coordinates. You can see that I have done a little bit further in this direction because you can see that there is a wall that is blocked there, but this goes on further. Now, that little area that I had dug out, I actually was able to do a little... It wasn't really cheating, as it was the world was loading, and it was loading this path that I had actually put out through here. So it was loading a little bit of this area around here in one of the two directions that I had. So I just continued mining straight from that area. And this is pretty much all the way, if I go all the way over here, this is where I had originally done my test for the southeastern portion. What I also decided to do was do a dig down and around to see whether or not there was any extra information I could glean for gathering gold or the diamonds that I need. And as you'll see here shortly, I actually dug quite a big area down here. And I left that area looking, well, normal. But yeah, it goes down to bedrock. It doesn't go below bedrock, but I did dig out all the resources that are, kind of in the walls and kind of in the floor. I could go all the way down to bedrock, but I wanted to do a little bit more testing and seeing if I could maybe use some TNT now that I have a little bit of a more consistent mob spawner, at least until I move to the next update, which I really hope is going to be soon. So yeah, this is that same location that I had chosen, and I actually now have a nice way to get down here without having to go through the overworld and worrying about day-night cycle. So it's all lit up nicely, and I might make something out of this. Maybe someday I'll, once I get the right pieces and can use observers and slime blocks and maybe some honey blocks. Maybe this will be the start of like an underground ore digger tunnel thing. There's plans. We'll figure it out. That's our mining operation. We are now actually going to come over to our little mob farm right there. It's still giving us a little bit of work, and we see a little bit of stuff dropping out of it every so often. I pick some of it up. Got a nice little bit of sheep spawns and pig spawns and chicken spawns and cow spawns underneath here, which is great. But this is actually kind of some new stuff. I did try and record a clip on it, but unfortunately it kind of got a little audio corruption to it, so I figured I'm just gonna breeze past it. Essentially what I'm looking to do is kind of have the entrance facing this direction. So while the sun is rising in this direction right now, it will end up be setting in this direction. And this is kind of where I want to have like the front of the building. So what I'm thinking of doing is having some sort of like entryway point that kind of comes out a little bit here. Let's go out. I'm thinking maybe 5 spaces here. So let's just do this and maybe one more here. And essentially once we have this, then this kind of goes down and flattens out. Flatten out this area, probably take out all that sand and and kind of terraform it in. But this is going to be the entrance to our central tower. And what I think I might want to do, because when I did the clip, I was just doing off of like, I actually use like a pen and paper, well, actually a pencil and paper to kind of draw out exactly what I want as a kind of design, or I use MS Paint because it's fairly easy to kind of get this line set up the way that I want it to. But as I was thinking about it a little bit more, I may want to move this back because I want to have these hallways kind of be 4 wide. And there's going to be 3 of these hallways. But just thinking about it, I want to have the exterior a different coloration than the interior. And obviously I am going to want different blocks, but that means upgrades, so, or going through the updates. And yeah, I want to have the availability to use those different blocks once we get the ability, because I may want to put like some mushroom stem bone blocks on the interior here, which obviously we don't have that stuff yet in the exterior. Probably like maybe some tuff down below with a little bit of like maybe blackstone and deep slate colorations. You know, I don't know. Something to figure out once we get further along with the series. Now, again, the base of this, I'm going to try and keep it as grayscale as possible. And as you kind of saw in the chest over there, I think a couple of episodes ago, there is a bit of a gradient that we can kind of do. Have to sparkle in a little bit of the green cobblestone or mossy cobblestone. Kind of want to do a lot more smooth stone and use these half slabs or slabs as accent, as these are the only slabs that we actually have in alpha. So I think I'm going to start working on expanding this a little bit. Kind of expanding the interior, and I kind of want to get the front entrance base set up, so I'm just gonna work on that. Alright, so I've got a good, at least, entry point. This is kind of gonna be where the tower is gonna start, and I have got a nice entryway kind of set up here. I'm using wood as kind of the interior and cobble as kind of the exterior. But in this part, I think I'm going to keep it a little bit like differentiated between the two, so as to kind of keep it like, okay, this is a room, but this is a hallway, and so on and so forth. So although now that I'm thinking about it and looking at this, like if I was to do my hallway here, obviously I need to move this forward, and that's where I'm putting this, but I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal, honestly, if I just did this and then just set up with, like, kind of like setting it up with this way. Actually, now that I look at this, that is not 4 wide. I'll play around with it, and again, show you what I've got once I've done that. But again, this is kind of starting out. I do want to make this a little bit nicer and neater at some point, because again, once we have the capability to get shears, so we can get some leaves and such, we can put around some bushes. If you know that reference, you're awesome. And yeah, we'll kind of have to figure out this stuff. I do want to dig out this sand and kind of fix up this side of it as well. So just want to show a little bit of progress. I think I'll do a little bit more on the interior work here, figure out what that is, and I'll come back and I'll show you what I've got. So I've done a little bit more here. Again, it says kind of just piecemealing together. I figured I'd do this one as kind of the shorter kind of area here. I kind of want to go a little bit asymmetrical here, because symmetry doesn't really matter to me. And then over on this side, I did go a little bit longer. Not 100% sure if this is the length I want to go, or if I want to go just a small bit longer. And of course, the middle one, I did go almost all the way to the end over here, because I kind of do want to have this set off as like its own separate room. This is where the mobs kind of drop right now, and again, while I'm keeping this up here, I still want to keep these drops available. But I think what I want to do, I actually put up some doors here, is I kind of want to start figuring out the front of this. And one of the things that I did also is I put out these half slabs here because I kind of want to have these pillars that kind of like break up just the flatness of this wall. Because if I just did like this and it was just a big square, like that's no fun. And trying to take a look at like the modern way of Minecraft, like flatness is just not as aesthetically pleasing. So that's why I've decided to do a little bit of like corner edging here for you know, just give a little bit of a structure to it. And I fell down. And essentially I kind of want to have this kind of just come up this way, and we'll go can't shift click the doors. And there's a lot of stuff with modern Minecraft that obviously is not yet present in alpha. But again, I kind of want to have a front like this. Let's figure out how tall I want to have this. So if I was to say, I do want to have a window that's kind of up here that you can kind of look into. So if we're gonna do something, let's pop up like this, and we're gonna actually use this as our like way up. And I'm thinking let's go up to let's go up to this level right here, just under where we started when we made our little quadrant areas. So we're gonna just have this room kind of be this tall, which means I'm gonna have to get down off of this way. So let me go do that so I can build my way up to that and kind of start slowly building it down. All right, so I safely made it down. Oop, and I keep going down. So we'll do this. Right now, I am just going to fill it all in because, again, I think getting an idea of where I want stuff to be and then breaking out what I think where windows should go, I think that might be helpful for my visual just me looking at how things come together, so I can get the size right. So we got that. Let us actually pop that down. Okay, and then let us, since we can just use that walkway, let me just slowly build this up. And then we can use the walkway to get back with no issue, and then we can take a step back and take a look and see how it looks. Although probably gonna wait till daytime because a little dangerous out there. So we're gonna just do this, and I'm gonna light this up because don't want any mobs dropping on me, and we'll take a look at it in the daytime. Okay, so looking at this, I actually think I do want to go a little taller. Probably maybe a couple more blocks higher. That's not tall enough for what I want. I kind of want to have like this big kind of ornate sort of like window right here. I don't know if I want to do like an arched window or if I want to do a circular window with maybe some small circles. I kind of want to play around with that, but I definitely want to have a bit more height to that. So I'm going to add a little bit more height to that. That's much better. That's a much better height. It gives me a lot more room to do stuff in this area. Obviously, of course, we're going to take out this at some point. Don't really need it, but yeah, I think this is a good height that I want to have for the entryway. And one of the other things I want to do, picked up that gunpowder on the way because gunpowder's great. One of the other things I want to do here is actually I want to have a little bit of like a buffer with this. So I'm thinking I kind of want to tower up with this. And then once I get all the way up to the top, so I'm going to go past this. Once I get up here, I actually do want to go further. And I kind of want to encase this. So it's kind of like looking like that. And actually, oh, I need to take that away. Well, goodbye, one slab. But yeah, and then kind of let's pillar up from there and pillar up from there, just to get an idea from that way. Hi there, creeper. Not half bad. Again, probably gonna do the window. Rude. I'm in the middle of a conversation here with the. Anyway, I'm thinking I might do a window here. I don't know if I want to do a round window, but I definitely do like the fact that this is kind of broken up in the middle. There is one other thing I do want to try out. Kind of in this row actually, but I think I'm gonna have to lose a lot of slabs that I just put up there. But I think it's actually gonna look really cool once I get that done. So yeah, I'm gonna try that out and I'll show you what I got. That pretty quickly, but I actually do kind of like that. It does give it a little bit more, you know, depth and whatnot, but I also do have to be a little careful because it's getting night out here and I have not lit this place up. But I do kind of like that for that corner, and again, we'll get that set up there. I might end up doing that for that, and maybe these here, I might do the exact same thing, like the middle is the main one, but these are kind of like set like that. I think that actually looks really, really cool now that I'm looking at it. But again, I'll have to see once I got everything put together, and I might put some more up there. I don't know. I'll have to play around with it. Even though it's still dark out, I think I'm gonna actually build up this side, and I might build up this side and see what I can come up with. I definitely want this to be higher than this, so I'm going to get this up in the right area. I'm going to add a little bit extra up there, and then we'll figure out this part. Um, what? Did that did that seriously just take away everything that I just did right there? That oh, I have to do this all over again. Ugh. Um, this this is gonna be fun. In fact, I think I'm just gonna do this. Whee! Ow. Okay, this is not gonna be fun. Uh, let's just take care of that. All right, so I've got this done. Kind of like the way this looks. I would like to see it over there, but again, there's creepers there, and in order for me to get down here, again, you saw I had to take a little bit of a fall damage. So I think I just noticed this is going to be interesting right here, but I think that's going to be hidden, so that doesn't really matter. Let's just go up in this direction. I do want to be where that tree is, but and these sheep aren't helping either. But yeah, that kind of does look good, and I'm gonna work on getting this one up. So let's start getting that up. Let's just do that. Just make it nice and easy. I need more blocks, so I'm gonna go back and get some more blocks and make my way up there. But as you can kind of see in this little bit of time lapse that I have here, yeah, that skeleton just spawned there and tried to attack me. I don't know where it would have spawned from, but maybe it was like over here and just came down, and I don't know. But let's just say that was a little scary, and I'm gonna be on half a heart when I jump down here. Ah! Ooh. One more hit and I'm dead. Let's hope I don't get any flying skeletons. Because, yeah, that would not be fun. Ooh, there's a lot of good stuff down there. I am going to risk it. Risk it for that biscuit. And if I die, well, it's a short walk. I'm like right over there, so let's risk it. Let's see what happens. So just come down here, this little ladder that I put right here, as you kind of saw in the time lapses, makes it easier. Ooh, let's just run in, keep a look up, because yeah, anything but a creeper, if I'm close to it, it can attack me. I've actually tested that out standing right there. And as you saw once I built it, like obviously the skeletons were attacking me, but yeah, spiders can attack me and zombies can attack me just immediately. So that is not good. So we're just gonna continue on over to there. I'm actually gonna heal up, get a couple more blocks, and then we're gonna continue building that wall up a little bit higher. Might go 10 blocks higher or something like that. See what that looks like, because I kind of want this part in the back to be a little bit taller than this part right here. So let me go do that. Looking at this from the dark side, this actually does look like it's a pretty substantial wall here. I do like that. I'm gonna have to do the pillars at some point. And here we can see this in the daytime. It looks pretty good, pretty substantial wall. Again, I do want to get these pillars in. I may extend it out this direction a little bit more because I don't want to keep this square. I do want to like change it up a little bit, but that'll be for a future project because I think I'm gonna get that in next time. Is get these pillars in and maybe start breaking out where the windows are gonna be. Kind of figure out how tall I want the interior, and maybe we'll reflect this over here on this side, so that way we can have something that looks a little bit more substantial. So with that, I want to say thanks for coming along with episode 7 of Retrospective Progression. If you liked the video, give it a like, comment, subscribe, and all that jazz, and I'll see you next time. Later.